TRX Kettlebells, session number 3. So first of all, if you haven't done this before, we have cardio drills and strength drills. The cardio drills are 30 seconds long and the strength drills are 1 minute long. Any kind of cardio drill, I want you to go light, keep the pace up, get the heart going, and any kind of strength drill, slow it right down but go nice and heavy. We have squat jumps up first. They're up for 30 seconds at one of our cardio drills. We then have push presses off your left arm. So some of these drills are going to be like lopsided, so in other words left arm or right arm, or you'll be loaded one side in the squat patterns and stuff. So we have jump squats as your first cardio drill, and then a push press off your left arm with the kettlebell drill. Next up after those we have mountain climbers, also known as alternating squat thrust, but mountain climbers are up next as your cardio drill. Next up after these, we've hit the left hand side for the push press, so we're going to hit the right hand side on these. So we'll hit the right hand side. But next up, to give you the demonstration on this, it's a one arm kettlebell swing. We're going to go off the left arm first, and then later on we'll hit the right arm. So in these demos now, if you only see one side, don't worry, you're not going to do one side and be lopsided. You will hit the other sides. Next up after those, we have a one arm chest press as a strength drill. So we'll have one arm swings, one arm chest presses. They'll be coming up. Nice working on the core with these. So you get the one arm chest press, obviously good for the chest, and it's great for anti-rotation work, bringing that core in. We also have high knees. So these are like a mad trolley dash. Okay, so you can have the suspension trainer at fully lengthened, hands on the handles, leaning into it. We're going to get a nice solid high knees with these. Again, another exercise, doesn't look too much until you start doing it. Then we've got farmer's walks. You're going to grab the heaviest kettlebell that you can muster. You're going to pick it on up and you're going to attempt to walk around for a whole minute with it. Once you've done those, next are star jumps. So you're going to be doing star jumps. They're in there as part of your cardio drill on these. Once you've done your star jumps, you'll be going into your kettlebell snatches. These take a bit of practice, so don't be afraid to do a couple. Maybe have a reset, do a couple, have a reset. These snatches, you want to start with a really good swing, nice and powerful. This is all driven through the hips, and then as the bell starts to come up, then it's a good solid pull and punch as you drive that bell up into the ceiling with those. Next up after those, we have oblique crunches. Now you will do 2 sets, obviously. 1 set to the left hand side, reset, and 1 set to the right hand side. You're not going to alternate sides. Well, you could do, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to know, am I? But you're going to take them to the left-hand side first, and then the second time around, you'll take them to the right side and the right side only. Up after those, if you've got the room, we have a corner touch. So you're going to be shuffling left and right, touching the corner as you move left and right. So as you can see here in the demo, imagine there was a wall coming down where the frame is. I'm going to touch the corner of the floor and the wall. Shuffling left and right. Not crossing the legs on these, and certainly not standing on my own toes. Next up after those is going to be an offset squat. So you're going to pick up a nice heavy kettlebell. This is one of our strength drills. So picking up a nice heavy kettlebell, you're going to be squatting on down. You're going to load one side on one side only. This is going to get that core involved as well as the squat pattern. Next up after that are hamstring runners, but with the hands in the handles. This will be mid-calf length. You'll be lying down on the ground. Underneath the anchor point, your hands will be in the handles. You're going to physically press down into those handles. That gets that core involved again as you cycle those legs in and out. Nice bit of pace on this one. Next up after those, it's kettlebell cleans. They're going to be in there on this workout. Again, all initiated with a good swing. Then you're keeping the elbow close in to bring that bell up into the rack position. Next up after the kettlebell cleans, you will have single leg extensions on these. They're going to be mid-calf length. They can be done on the ground. These are, again, a bit more deceptive than they actually look, especially if you're doing single leg. Double leg is pretty damn hard, but single leg, oof, juicy. Right, so 5 seconds before the main block of the exercise, you will get a 30-second setup. Ready? All right, so you got 30 seconds to get yourself ready before the main thrust of the exercise kick in. And that's going to be your jump squats on this one, guys. You're going to be landing nice and light. What I strongly suggest is you perform 3 squat jumps, have a reset, perform another 3 squat jumps, and then have a reset. All right, you got 10 seconds before you go. You're only going to do these for 30 seconds and 30 seconds only. Nice and solid squat jumps. You got 4 seconds. Stand by. And away you go. Give me 30 seconds of good, solid squat jumps, guys. Four more seconds on these, team. Then you get a 30 seconds breather. And relax there. Outstanding. Right. So that's your first cardio drill boxed off for this workout. We're into a strength drill. Now this strength drill is going to be a push press. So we're going to grab a nice heavy kettlebell. We're going to get that kettlebell into the rack position. We're going to go off the left arm and the left arm first. And then you can initiate this punch up to the ceiling with or punch up to the sky if you're outside. Very nice. With a little bounce here. So it's initiating with a little bounce just to punch the bell up and get it going. Ready? And away you go. So bringing that bell up. It's off the left arm and the left arm only. And you're going to stick with this left arm for the whole minute. Now, hopefully it's a nice heavy kettlebell. Do not be afraid to put the bell down on the ground if you do need to give that left arm a bit of a shake off and a bit of a loosen off. Halfway through on these. You want to be driving off an absolute pillar of strength, so your feet want to be gripping the ground and firmly planted. You want to be thinking it's a basic upright plank position, so you want your glutes squeezed. Stomach nice and braced, like somebody's going to punch or tickle you to the stomach. So you're a pillar of concrete, punching that bell up into the ceiling. Last 10 seconds on this. Stay strong for a rep or two. And relax there. Alright, have a 30 seconds breather before your 30 seconds of your next cardio drill kicks in. This will be the mountain climbers, also known as alternating squat thrust. 20 seconds before this kicks in. Last 10 seconds on this. So stand by, get ready to go in 7 seconds. Getting into a good strong pusher position. If this should give out on your wrists or anything, then you can just come up and jog on the spot. Ready? And away you go. So you can be on the hands or the fists. I was just demoing on the fist on this one. And let's power those legs in and out. We want to keep the pace up on this because it is a cardio drill. Keep the breathing relaxed throughout. 15 seconds. Eight seconds on this. You will get a 30 seconds breather before your next strength drill kicks in. And relax there. Well done. You have a 30 seconds breather to go grab that nice heavy kettlebell, ready for those push presses off your right arm and right arm only. All right, 10 seconds before we go. Nice and strong on these. So get that bell into the rack position. Make sure your knuckles are in line with your wrists. You want that wrist bent back. Ready? And away you go. Little bounce. Punch straight up into the ceiling. You'll be able to see my palm is facing inwards in the rack position. And then as I punch up, I rotate so the palm ends up facing away. Get a nice smooth movement and rotation through that shoulder. Alright, you've got 30 seconds left. If you've got a selection of bells, if you want to go heavier at this point, don't be afraid to. You might be using this initial bell just as a warm-up on the shoulder, and then go heavier bell as you work your way through this minute. Got a few more reps in the tank there. Keep them going. You get a 30 seconds breather after this. Okay, stop right there. Now go set yourself up, ready for your kettlebell swing, one arm. You're going to swing off your left arm and your left arm only here. So swinging off your left arm and left arm only. It's only 30 seconds on these kettlebell swings. You want a nice solid hinge from the hips. So you want your shins nice and vertical. You want the bell to take you down. So go with the flow on the way down. And then really snap those hips forwards. Pull them right through. Ready? And away you go. Give me 30 seconds. One arm kettlebell swing. Left arm and left arm only now. Last 10 seconds on this. You're all good. 3 more seconds to finish strong and relax there. Have a 30 seconds breather. Set yourself up. You're going to go one arm chest press, right arm only. So I want your suspension trainer at fully lengthened and single-handed mode. We're going to go off the right arm, which means if you need to make it a little bit easier, step forward with your left leg. As you perform the chest press off the right arm, you can let the left leg bend slightly to help you as you come on down. Now, if you want to make it harder, as I'm doing in the demo, you will just have your feet in line with each other as if you were holding both handles. Ready? And away you go. 1 minute of a single arm chest press, right arm only. So the tendency with these is the shoulder at your left shoulder will want to drop down. This is what I was saying earlier on in the demo about it's good for anti-rotation work. So you really got to tighten all this body up so the left shoulder now doesn't drop into it. Watch out for that right shoulder rising as well. Keep that right shoulder away from the ear as you push off this one. You got 10 more seconds, then you're going to be going into a cardio drill, which is your one arm swing off the right arm and the right arm only. And relax there. Have a well-earned breather. Go grab that kettlebell. You're going to be doing a one-arm kettlebell swing off your right arm and your right arm only. The one that you've just worked for the chest press. Okay, 8 seconds. Getting ready for these one-arm kettlebell swings to lock in. Right arm and right arm only. And away you go. 30 seconds, nice and snappy, nice and aggressive. Get real tall at the top like your head is being pulled away from your heels. When you are at the top, it's a standing plank is all. So you're going to think of your heels driving away from your head. Bum cheeks nice and squeezed. 13 seconds left on this cardio drill. And then we're going to go for a one-arm chest press, left arm only. Like I say, you don't want to be lopsided. Couple more swings for my team. Let it flow. And relax there. Well done. Have a 30 seconds breather. Now, if your suspension trainer, your TRX is already set up in that fully lengthened single-handed mode from before, then grab it. You're going off the left arm. If you prefer to do normal double-handed TRX chest press, obviously we don't have a problem with that, right? You've got 12 seconds to decide. Okay, stand by. Here's your TRX chest press, left arm only. Off you go. You can place the right hand out in front of you to ghost that right hand, just to make sure that you're staying nice and even. And as before, it was in your left hand, so if you want to step forward with your right foot for a little bit more stability and to help you out through that chest press, then feel free to do so. All right, you're halfway through on these chest press. Think of the basics. It's just a moving plank, right? So get the shoulders away from the ears. Get long and strong. 15 seconds left on this. We're going to be going into a cardio drill after this, so you do get a 30 seconds breather to prep for that. However, you've only got 7 more seconds on these TRX chest press one arm. And relax right there. So you have high knees up next in less than 30 seconds. So what I want you to do is take your suspension trainer to double-handed mode. Place your hands on both handles. Slowly walk back, kind of a 45-degree angle. So you're actually going to be physically leaning into the suspension trainer here. If that suspension trainer was to fail, you would literally fall flat on your face. That's how much I want you to kind of be leaning into it. And then from there, we're just going to pick the knees up and get some pace in there for the high knees. Ready? And away you go. So we're basically jogging onto the spot, but leaning into that suspension trainer. Brings the core in a little bit. Let's go. Keep the pace up. Don't let me down now. Certainly don't be slowing down, especially if there's only 5 seconds left. We have Farmer's Walk coming up after this. And relax there. Great stuff. Right, you got 30 seconds to get ready for your next strength drill, which are Farmer's Walks. I need you to go find the heaviest kettlebell you can find. You're going to be picking it up. You're going to hold it in your left hand only. And literally, you're going to go for a minute's worth of walk. Now, obviously, in that minute, if you need to place the bell down just to release the grip or to reset yourself and the form and the technique, that's not a problem. You got 6 seconds to go grab that nice heavy kettlebell. And away you go. Pick the bell up, get nice and tall, and go for a nice stroll. Heads and chest up. Again, think of your head being pulled away from your feet. Get as tall as you can. Halfway through, 30 seconds left. Like I say, don't be afraid to put the bell down, reset that form should you start to get a bit more lopsided or you start to tire. This is basically just a move inside plank. 15 seconds left on this one. Right, with 5 seconds left to give you the heads up, your next cardio drill will be star jumps. And relax, put that bell down. Alright, you got 30 seconds before your star jumps kick in. So find yourself a little bit of space, make sure it's nice and clear. You're going to be landing light with these star jumps, making sure there's a nice big arm sweep. Right, 5 seconds to go. Get yourself ready. Star jumps, landing light. 3, 2, 1, and away you go. Give me 30 seconds and 30 seconds only. Feet exploding out to the side, arms sweeping overhead, and then coming back down to that side for me, team. Already 10 seconds in, and then we'll be back onto those farmer's walks on the right-hand side. Keep these loose, keep these light. 13 seconds left. Alright, 5 seconds, then you get that 30 seconds breather. And relax there for me. Outstanding. Right, you have farmer's walks. Again, we've got to be nice and even. This might be your stronger side. It might be your weaker side. We're about to find out which is which. So you've got 20 seconds to go get yourself ready. Pick up that nice heavy kettlebell. And we got your farmer's walks, guys. 15 seconds. Five seconds, guys. Stand by. Go pick up the nice heavy kettlebell. And away you go. 1 minute on this. Don't be afraid to put the bell down if you need to. All right, halfway through, team. Last 30 seconds. Ten seconds to go on this one, guys. You get that 30 seconds breather, then we're going to be back into your cardio drill after this. 3, 2, 1, and relax. I bet you're glad of that rest, right? So 30 seconds breather, and we're into your snatches. We're going to go off the left side and the left side only here, team. So grab a kettlebell that you feel comfortable with this snatch. It all gets initiated with a good swing built off that power through the hips. Getting those hamstrings and glutes working. As the bell comes up towards eye level, you're going to pull and punch. Short, sharp movement to initiate the bell to roll over the wrist and then punch up. And away you go. 30 seconds only. Kettlebell snatch, left arm. Ten seconds left on this one, guys. We will get a 30 seconds breather, then we're back onto the TRX. Last 5 seconds. Come on, get some more snatches in there and punch up to the ceiling. And relax there. Well done. All right, we are into your TRX oblique crunches. Now, remember I said earlier on in the demo there that we're only going to go to the left side and left side only for this first round, and then we'll hit the right side on the second round. If you want to do oblique crunches either side, you can do, but you're obviously going to have to do 2 sets. So we're going to do oblique crunches, mid-calf length, ground facing away from the anchor point. Get into a strong push-up position. You're going to draw the knees to the left side and left side only. And away you go. 1 whole minute on these, team. Keep the form in check by keeping the shoulders away from the ears. As you drive back with those heels are driving into those rubber handles. Reset into a strong plank in between each and every one. It's not about how many reps, it's about the quality. All right, 2/3 of the way through, 40 seconds gone. 20 seconds left. Keep the breathing relaxed. If the form breaks down, put the knees on the ground and reset. 5 seconds. You get a 30 seconds breather up next. And relax. Well done. All right, 30 seconds to go get yourself ready for your snatch right arm and right arm only. All right, 10 seconds to get yourself ready. Snatch, right arm only. Just be wary if this is your, this side isn't as good as the left. And away you go. However, saying that, this might be your best side. Go for it. 30 seconds of kettlebell snatches, guys. Initiate it with a swing, powerful. As the bell starts to rise, pull towards you, and then immediately reverse that by punching. Let the kettlebell flow. 6 seconds. We're going to be back into that oblique crunch on the right side and the right side only. And relax there. Well done. All right, 30 seconds breather to get yourself ready for your oblique crunches. All right, 10 seconds before you go. All right, last 5. Stand by. 3, 2, we're going to the right side only. And away you go. So, oblique crunches, right side and right side only. Keep it smooth, keep it steady. As I said before, rest when you need to keep the form nice and high. If you've got your hands on the ground, screw your hands into the ground to get those lats involved, to get the big muscles of your upper back involved. It's like your hands on a pair of jar lids and you're trying to twist the jar lids open. 2/3 of the way through with 20 seconds left. All right, last 5 seconds on this. And relax there. Well done. All right, your corner touches up in 30 seconds. Now, if you've got the ability to, it might be a larger room that you're in now, so you can literally shuffle left and right, touch the corner. It might be a very small room. You might be in your living room or dining room. Please don't bang into anything. I don't want any bills sending my way. If you're struggling for space on this one, then literally just jog on the spot. Just bring it up, jog on the spot, or throw some star jumps in there. It's not a problem. Whatever you're going to do, off you go. 30 seconds worth and 30 seconds only. Go, go, go. Halfway through with 15 seconds left. If you can pick the pace up a little bit more, whether you're jogging on the spot or get these corner touches in, then go for it. This is a cardio drill after all. We have offset squats on your left side only up next. And relax there. Well done. Right, go grab a nice heavy kettlebell. You are going to load the left side only, as you can see in the demo here. So you're going to load the left side and left side only. It's going to be in that rack position. You're going to descend down into your squat and then stand up nice and tall. All right, 3 seconds to get yourself ready, and away you go. So loaded left side and left side only. Slowly descend down into that squat, letting your knees track forward and your hips track back. Keeping your head and chest up. Sinking down like you're in a tube. You're literally just popping up and down. Take your time though. 20 seconds already gone. Right, 30 seconds in. If you want to change the bell out, go for it. As in, if you want to grab a heavier bell, it's not a problem. Let's be honest though, if it's a bit too heavy and you're thinking, Jesus, then feel free to swap the bell out and go a little bit lighter. 15 seconds left on this. We will be going into hamstring runners with your hands in the handles next, so at least you get to lie down for 30 seconds. Think of it that way, right? You got 7 seconds left on this one. And relax there. Well done. Have a 30 seconds breather to get yourself ready for your hamstring runners with the hands in the handles. Your suspension training needs to be mid-calf length. You need to be lying down on the ground facing the anchor point, so ground facing. You want your sternum or the straps hanging straight down. So your sternum kind of underneath the anchor point or the straps hanging straight down. You'll see my arms are locked long, pressing down into the foot cradles because that's comfier. And I'm going to cycle those legs in and out, keeping constant tension on the suspension trainer. Ready? And away you go. Give me 30 seconds and 30 seconds only. Let's cycle those legs in and out. Almost there on this one. Keep the pace up. And relax. Well done. All right, now we've done the left-hand side. We've got to do the right-hand side for these offset squats, right? So go grab that nice heavy kettlebell again. Load your right side and your right side only, making sure your knuckles are in line with your wrists. Keep that elbow close into the body. And you have 12 seconds. You're going to descend on down into these. Stand by. 5 seconds. Going nice, slow, and heavy. Ready? Give me 60 seconds worth of solid offset squats loaded right side only. There you go, you're already 20 seconds in. If you need to change the bell out and go heavier, go for it. Think about your feet gripping the ground on these. Don't be afraid to move the feet a little bit if you need to. They might find a better position to be squatting in. That might be more beneficial to you. All right, last 10 seconds on this one. To give you the heads up, we have kettlebell cleans coming up next as your next cardio drill, and this will be your last block to work through. Ready? Relax there from the squats and have a 30 seconds breather to set yourself up for kettlebell cleans, loaded left side and left side only. So with these kettlebell cleans, surprise, surprise, it's initiated with a good solid swing pattern, so snappy with the hips. You keep the elbow close in, flick the wrist round, so the bell comes round smooth and steady, and you get it into that rack position on the left side. Ready? And away you go. Only 30 seconds now. Don't try and muscle this up. Use those hips to their full potential. Get those glutes working. Three more seconds. We're going to be going into leg extensions next. And relax. You got 30 seconds to set yourself up for leg extensions. Now, we are going single leg extensions. You can scale this down to double leg extensions, obviously, of which you'll have to do twice. You can even do these on the ground. So if the suspension trainer version gets too much, then just place the left leg or both feet on the ground. However, it's going to be mid-calf length, ground facing away from the anchor point. Your left leg is in the suspension trainer only. Shoulders over the hands and the hips over the knees. Ready? Right, now drive on up. Stick your ass into the ceiling. Look at your toes on the way up. Your head will naturally rotate through the arms, keeping that spine in line. There's 10 seconds already gone. Take your time with these. Certainly don't want to be rushing these. Extend that leg fully and squeeze the front of that left leg. Halfway through. If you need to take your foot out at this point, feel free to do so. If you can keep these going for a further 24 seconds, well, that's outstanding. Last 20 seconds. Remember, it is a strength drill, though, so you do want to challenge yourself and test yourself on these. Seven seconds left. You got one more cardio drill after this. And that's going to be the cleans off the right side. And relax there from the single leg extension, left leg only. So, kettlebell cleans, this is your last kettlebell exercise for this session. You're going to go off the right side and the right side only. Again, this might now be your better side to perform these cleans on. 15 seconds. All right, last 10 seconds. Hope you're feeling all right. Might have a bit of a sweat on at this point. 4 more seconds. Get yourself ready for your final cardio drill. And away you go. Smooth and steady. Snap through with the hips. Keep the elbow tucked in. Keep that kettlebell nice and close in that rack position. Knuckles in line with the wrist. 15 seconds. Okay, last 5 seconds on this. Keep it smooth, keep it steady. Your final 30 seconds breather is now. So final 30 seconds breather. And then unfortunately, that 30 seconds breather leads on to the single leg extension. So from here, mid-calf length. Now your right foot is in. Your shoulders over your hands. Your hips over your knees. You got 10 seconds to get ready. And away you go. Take your time. It is your final minute. Third of the way through. 20 seconds gone. Drive up. Look at the toes. Reset. Take your time. All right, with 15 seconds left, I just want to thank you, as always, for jumping in and working out with us. Very much appreciated. I hope you've enjoyed this TRX Kettlebells. You now have 4, 3, 2, 1.